just arrived at the tow yard. Bought this for, I think winning bid was $525. It's a little beat up, as you can see. It's a 1997, I think, and says it was enhanced. Doesn't run. Doesn't seem to be rusty. Has good tires. Little scratches and dents. Pretty bad actually. But it's gonna be a fixer-upper, and we'll see what it brings us. Just got back home, and you know, check the oil. Oil's level. Pretty clean too, actually. Interior is pretty bad. Pretty beat up all around, honestly. Thought it was gonna be a little bit better. Interior is pretty dirty. I noticed over here we had a little issue. So when I first checked it out, I noticed that there was a missing coil pack right there on this one. And I didn't want to crank it yet. I wanted to see what's going on yet. So I took off the intake, and as you can see in there, there's not even a spark plug in there. So it's just an empty hole down into the cylinder. So I grabbed the spark plug from here, pulled it out, put it in there. Seems like there's no thread, pretty much. There was too much pressure in there and the spark plug ripped out, or somebody over tightened the spark plug and ripped the thread. And these are the spark plugs right here. This came out of this car. This is just from a different engine over there that I had, but they're the same. So gonna need to get a rethread kit, put it in there, rethread that hole, throw a spark plug in, get a new coil pack. Got a new coil pack, spark plug, rethreading that spark plug hole, and gonna install it, see what happens. Just replaced the spark plug, new coil pack, and it's running perfect. Suspension's pretty good, solid. This car, when it was bought, said it was an enhanced vehicle, which means that it's not supposed to run, but all it was a spark plug, which is good. Could have been a blown engine, could have been a spark plug. It's always different. Alright, so now that we figured out the engine problem, we're gonna start on the interior. And this interior is pretty bad. First thing I'm gonna have to do is try to get all the garbage out as I can, as much as I can. Vacuum it, everything. Gonna most likely stitch a couple places up like this. This maybe too. Nah, that's fine. Maybe see if I can put this foam back in its right place, because there's this metal right here. It's pretty worn down, pretty beat up. After I'm done vacuuming, I'm most likely gonna remove all the covers from the seats, pull them out, pressure wash them, and then probably throw them through the wash. I mean, look at this, look at all this dog hair. One good thing though, one thing that I hate doing comes to is roof liners, and this one actually has a somewhat decent roof liner. It's a little bit of stuff going on here, but that's not bad. Just finished stripping the interior. 400s are super easy to work on, so it took me about 50 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour. Pretty much got everything off. All the seats. Got all the seats, those are the rear seats, right there, front two seats, carpet, main carpet, back panel. Couldn't open the trunk actually, had to take that off and then maneuver the lock. Center console, back carpet, other back carpet. Now, everything that needs to be pressure washed, that's gonna be pressure washed. Seats are gonna be, pull the upholstery off, throw it to the wash, stitch it up whatever it needs to be, throw it back on. Same with the rear seats, and everything else is going to be cleaned, thrown back in, and go from there. All masked up. I'm ready to re-clear the roof. Just scuffed down, took all the shine off, and now I'm gonna re-clear it. After, probably gonna repaint the hood and then clear that too. So this is the finished product. After reassembling the interior, took all these off, put them through the washer, then reupholstered it, did a couple stitches here, stuffed these with new foam here too, looks a little wider, better. Reupholstered this as well, used to be beige, actually now it's black. It looks all right. Also pretty much wiped the dashboard, cleaned it all up. Got the door panels wiped down. Rear seats also cleaned up pretty well, actually. Did the trunk, did this whole carpet, pressure washed it, top part too, the back of the seats. Actually turned out all right for a 96. I think it looks pretty good. So next comes the lift. Pretty simple. It's gonna be a 2-inch lift with this block. It's gonna go right there on top. Pretty simple process here. Once you have the shock out, pretty much all I really needed to take out: upper control arm, sway bar, and these 3 bolts here holding the shock, and the one that's holding it down here. These bolts, that one. Now you just grab this thing and put it like this. This is pretty much final product of the installation of the lift. There's the spacer right there. It lifts at about 2 inches, and that's pretty much it. Other side and the rear, and that's it. After doing the rear lift as well, went and did some alignment. Now it drives straight, drives perfect. Also, I decided to remove the step, the running board. I think it looks a little bit better without it. So I just got done washing it. Pretty much 100% ready for sale. Taking pictures of it now. I'm gonna post it tonight and see what kind of inquiries I get. But it actually turned out pretty clean. It was kind of a beater when we got it, but it looks pretty good now. Interior is pretty clean. The only actual thing that we didn't fix is this dent right here in the tailgate, but I think that'd be okay. Nobody's really going to be complaining about that. Did the rear lift this morning, actually did alignment this morning. Interior looks pretty clean. I mean, it does have some wear, but pretty clean, pretty nice. So we'll see what happens. So after posting the 4Runner this morning, I had a guy call me and came and checked it out, gave me my asking price. This is my total cost of the vehicle here, $909 with everything that I did. My asking price was $6,300, and he came, didn't have nothing to complain about, bought it. Profit on that was $53.91. This whole process took me, on my 4th day of owning the car, it was already sold, and I made $5,391 in pretty much 3 days.